Doug Schiffler. We live right off of Saltzman Road at 3350 Northwest 131st Place in Portland, Oregon. In our neighborhood, the homes are anywhere from 25 to 30 years old, and we had a pretty bad rainstorm a couple months ago, and we actually ended up having a small leak that we needed to take care of, and when we got that repaired, got up and looked at the roof, and it was time. There was definitely spots where the paper was showing, and the trade-off between a major repair over the roof versus replacement that just seemed to make business sense. We were a little hesitant going from shake because we really liked shake, the look of it. And going from shake to composite, we were a little bit concerned, but we're really happy with it. JS Roofing, the founder of the company, he had serviced my roof previously and did a good job. I utilized him to do repairs on what was then a shake roof. And they'd done a good job, so I called them back. They had always done very good work for a competitive price. I felt that when I got a quote from them, it was honest, meaning that as I compared it to other quotes, they didn't gouge me. They did the work they said they would do. They came up with ways to approach the jobs that I needed done in a way that I thought was not overblown or overstated. So, we got multiple quotes given the size of the job for a house was a fairly good sized job, and therefore it was not inexpensive to get it done. And I did get multiple quotes from different roofing companies, and some companies I wasn't satisfied with the answers I got to the approach they were taking, particularly with ventilation, going from a shake roof to a composite. And having to put the plywood on it, ventilation is something I wanted to make sure it was done right. And JS Roofing talked to me about different ways of doing that, and I felt that they knew what they were talking about. There was another company that seemed to know what they were talking about. However, the original quote I got from them was a couple $1,000s higher, and when I didn't call them back, then they called me back and said, oh, well, we can adjust it down, and they did that. And then when I didn't react to it, they called back again, and I said, I don't deal with companies that play games. I felt that Ivan, who is the person I dealt with, I felt that he came in, laid things out, and competitively priced the job. I would recommend definitely that they be given consideration. I think for any large job you should get multiple quotes, but I think that at least for people that I know, I would recommend them. I had a good experience. In a job like this, not everything goes perfect, and one of the things I liked is when they do the job, once the job's complete, they bring in an independent roofing inspector who goes through the roof and issues a report. And I didn't, at least the other companies I talked to, they didn't do that, and I appreciated that because there were a couple small things that they needed to do, and they got right on it. So I like that aspect of that. They also the materials that they recommended, the presidential TL is what we went with, and take a look at this home. I think it turned out really nice and complements the home rather than detract from it.